Y'all, it's Mental Health Monday, and yesterday was productive, to say the least. Um, so, did a 4-hour stream, which I haven't done one of them in a hot minute. They've lately been like 2-ish hours. Um, the only activity I got in my chat, aside from my bots going off, was a set of 2 bots. The buy viewers bot, and then the ones that follow, which automatically get banned. So literally nobody came to a 4-hour, 25-minute stream. And that fair weather friend who used to come every frigging time, yeah. So it is what it is, but I got 6 views on the VOD so far. So at least some people took the time to watch it after, so that means a little bit of something. But hey, rather a lonely stream than people who bring in drama, negativity, or are willing to drop your friendship over something stupid and petty, right? I'm still gonna keep doing these every day, just to see if somebody. We're gonna kind of do a test now, a losing friendship test. How many streams until somebody finally shows up to say hi, or is really awesome enough to actually raid my loser streamer ass? You know what? Maybe I should title my stream "Biggest Loser on Twitch" and see what happens. No. I'm not gonna do that. I wanna do that. Just as an experiment to see if that has any effect. But like no, I'm not gonna call myself biggest loser. Even though I am. Like it's true. I'm speaking truth here. If nobody shows up, then I'm definitely a loser. It just is what it is. You can't tell me otherwise. If you want me to believe otherwise, you need to fucking prove it. That's just how I am. But aside from being a loser streamer, because I'm ugly and, people care about content and not the streamer themselves, um, did make my pasta salad before going to mom's. Uh, went to mom's, dug up 2 burning bushes that had seeded themselves into one of her flower beds. Since she has a broken foot and still healing from it. It was one of those instances where, like, you know how you accidentally, like, step on the side of your foot and it curls under you? That's what she did, and yeah. Um, it was just one of those misstep incidents. Um, and obviously, as you get older, it takes longer for body parts to heal. It just is what it is. But, I dug both of them out, and they were like right in her hosta, so I ended up getting a little bit of hosta with one of them, which I know she doesn't care because those things get huge and spread. You can separate them and like, but I put them along the tree line. Now, one of the pine trees, uh, well, when we moved here, the kid was in 5th grade, so she brought home a pine tree. For some reason, they gave out pine trees in 5th grade. And there was an extra one at the end, and nobody else wanted another one. So she took another one home. And we kind of got them to resemble the cats. Even though, we don't know whether the trees are male or female. Well, weirdly enough, one of them I put, I think, a little too far back in our wooded area that's left. and the other one was more on our tree line, but something killed it. But then another one grew beside it, so I was like, okay, well, that makes up for the one dying. I don't know how that happened. So I decided to dig up the one that had kind of gotten overshadowed back in there and move it to our tree line, and put it in the spot so that it perfectly, when it gets big, blocks the house behind me. So yeah, I'm a little bit of an asshole on that one. I want to block the ugly fucking thing. And then, what is the I keep forgetting the freaking name of that bush that gets really tall and it has red leaves and like red flowers, and not crabapple, but it's something weird named like that. And I always have to Google it because I keep forgetting the damn name, but it drops babies all the time. So I had dug up a couple of those. One of them didn't make it. I put them both next to each other just in case one made it and the other one didn't. Well, the bigger one didn't make it. The smaller one made it. So at least that'll kind of block that area. And I'm like, well, the burning bushes kind of get big enough to do that too. So both those burning bushes Mom gave me, bam, also along our tree line. And I had to cut a couple branches off the tree that were hanging down over where it would be, because I get tired of trying to lift them up when I mow under there anyway. So it's like, well, the burning bushes will get big quick, because the ones that she gave me, a couple years ago now, you can't even tell were original babies off of hers. So they're already pretty big. Now those are a little closer to the house, and I'll have to keep them trimmed to a certain extent, but you can, and pretty much any bush you can keep trimmed to a uniform thing, and that's easy to do. So I am 100% going to do that. But yeah, the ones along the tree line, I'll just let them go. Let them do what they will. And have a little bit more privacy from the ugly ass houses that are behind mine. Well, that's right, Misty Monday giveaway. Ew, wait, what movie is this? It's like a goblin thing. I have no fucking clue. I still have plenty of channel points in the mystery size. I know I'll never win one of these damn giveaways, but it would be really fucking nice. These old movies that they make fun of are so cheesy, but I fucking love it. I love listening to them at work, because it's like, you don't even really have to know what the hell's going on to understand this shit. You don't have to watch it. Just listening to it cuts it. Oh, and their cheesy magic shit. Oh my god. I want to watch this shit with other people and just make fun of it so bad, but like, I have literally no friends I could do. Like, I have one friend that I could do that with. And it's funny because my one friend who's a Misty, like me, from my other store, is also on vacation this week. But anyway, so got home, planted all that stuff. One of the cool things too about my parents' house, like, they have basically their table with chairs under one of the huge maple trees in the yard. You never know what bugs you're gonna see from the tree. and there was a little inchworm crawling across the table. And of course, the kiddo is fascinated by bugs. And the funny thing is, when I first got there, I was like, are those bees flying all over the yard? And then I got out and realized, no, those are June bugs. It's weird because it's like, for them, June bugs, they're called June bugs, but they come out like at the very beginning of July. So it's like almost like they're a sign that June has ended. But they were literally everywhere in the yard. And I'm like, they're one of the coolest freaking bugs, honestly. I should have gotten a picture, but I didn't. I was just so used to growing up with them buzzing around the yard. And I was always scared at first because I was like, oh, fuck, are they bees? Like, am I going to get stung? Like, no, they're just big green beetles that are very clumsy and have very sticky feet. But they're really cool looking. If you've ever seen a June bug, they're really neat. They have like green shells, and yeah, they're just really cool bugs. Um, but yeah, they were like all over the freaking yard. So that was interesting. Then they like bump into you because they are kind of clumsy. um. Anyway, so yeah, there was that. There was an inchworm. I remember once seeing a stick bug on that tree too. But had some bread with brown butter, a salad, cheese, just some simple stuff for a lunch. And it was a little on the muggy side outside, but like obviously didn't bother me because I love this kind of weather. I'd rather sweat than freeze. Um so yeah, like, let's just put it this way, it was a decent day. And then when I after planting the stuff, when I got home, um one thing I'd noticed, because I still had some energy left, even though I was like sweating and everything, I still had a little bit of energy left. So I noticed there was this piece of quartz sticking up in what little bit is left of the woods that was behind my house. And I'm like, that's a really pretty piece of quartz. And I'm like, I want to dig that up. I want that. Because I actually do have a rock collection somewhere. I just gotta find it. I've always loved quartz. I know it's very common, but it's neat because it comes in different colors. Like, yeah, the main color is white, but like it also has orange in it. I think I have a piece somewhere that has pink in it. So like there are different colors that you can see in it. Now I can tell this one had orange in it, which is fine. And I realized this thing's fucking huge. And definitely gonna be too heavy for me to lift. But it's like I had my shovel. There had been actually roots from the trees growing up over it. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to get my loppers and cut the roots just so I can get this piece of friggin' quartz out of the ground. So yeah, it was definitely too heavy to pick up and too big. Too big and too heavy for me to lift. So I just kind of took my time and rolled it up the hill into the corner of the one flower bed that's at the back of the porch. Or at the one back corner of the porch. Because I didn't have anything planted there. And I'm like, you know what? That's just a perfect spot for it. And it's funny because, like, that little bit that was sticking out was still clean. The rest of it had dirt on it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fill up the thing and clean it off. And it's like, man, it really is pretty. Like, and the underside was almost completely clean. Like, for some weird reason, under it was like a clay kind of material. It was, but it was like a white in color. Like, it was really, I probably should look it up because I have no idea. Is there Is there a such thing as white clay? Like, I have no idea. Because it wasn't... it wasn't normal dirt. It's not... Maybe it is a thing, but... I guess it is a thing. It's not... It was kind of hard. I don't really know. It's just really weird how it was underneath the rock. I don't know. But yeah, I got it up in the yard, cleaned it off, and now it looks really cool in the corner of that flower bed. So yeah, that was for the most part my day. I really didn't do anything creative or whatever. Just kind of the usual. But was enjoying being outside, for sure. Now today, we had thunderstorms last night and I turned the computer off. Today it's supposed to be overcast and possibly more storms this afternoon. Not quite as... It's still like muggy outside, but it's not as hot. It's a little bit more tolerable. But it's only supposed to get up in the 80s, and like I said, more storms later this afternoon. So, like, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do any tie-dye today. I still have actually plenty of white shirts. I don't need to buy more. But yeah, and then I have the yellow ones. So, I'm not sure what day I'm going to do tie-dye. Not sure what day I'm going to do longwood. I can't do longwood tomorrow because I was looking at the calendar and they're closed. I may do the tie-dye tomorrow. Put it outside and, like, start stream or whatever. And then bring it in. Bring it in later. Might do it while it's dark, actually. Might be a good idea. Because it's actually supposed to be cloudy all day tomorrow. So it might be the perfect time to do it. But yeah. Like I said, I do want to go to the lake, maybe, and look for driftwood, so I'm not sure about that. And for some weird reason, WoW maintenance is Wednesday instead of Tuesday, so I don't fucking know what's going on. Anyway, we'll just roll with shit as it comes and how I feel like going about it. Oh yeah, let me look up the stuff that I've ordered to see if it's coming any... so yes, my Amazon stuff is coming today. So that's a change up. A lot of times, like, it does come a day early. My first scraps. Well, it says today or tomorrow, so that's for that. So that's an if. That's a we'll find out when it shows up. The Tiger Hand puppet shows the 15th, so I have no idea where that's even coming from. Michigan, I'm guessing. Alright, well, it's not really giving me an update on that one, so whatever. Some things are very iffy, so it is what it is. When it gets here, it gets here. So at least the Amazon stuff's coming here today, and I will show you everything I got. We'll do an unboxing, potentially, if there's no noise upstairs. Or I'll save it for tomorrow. And I do eventually want to do a craft stream of using that stuff. Because I do still have some fake fur scraps from way before when I bought them. So anyway, that is all I have for today.